inVision is a production of ElkTV. And now, Burleson High School, it's time for inVision, featuring Colton Gray and Dakota Fox. Caitlin Ulmer. Ashley Cobb and Paulina Borowski. Joshua McCall. Rockford Rudd.
Hey! I'm Eli, the flexible one.
I'm Katie, the perfect one.
And I'm Jamie, the important one.
We were asked to host one of the final episodes for ETV, and we are so happy to be here.
I know, right? I have always wanted to be on camera. I mean, I'm the best one here.
My God, you two are so ugly. Just get to the point.
Okay, so basically we're hosting the inspirational show of this year.
Obviously.
So we are here to be, inspirational.
Don't look at me. I'm having fun watching you two embarrass yourselves on camera.
Whatever, this was your idea anyway, Eli.
What? I was asleep. You wanted to do this.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hey, I want to dance with somebody. Hi! Hi! Hi, everybody! Hi! Hey, come dance with me! Come dance with me! Come on! And you, come dance too! Exhale. That's it. And again, 5, 6, 7, double touch. Side and side. Now walk up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now double here. That's it. You're doing fantastic. Back. A low diagonal. Side. Now heel. 1, 2, 3, and 2 hard. These are for you. Side.
All right then, Foxor, Defender of Peace, let's move on to this very inspirational episode of ENN.
We shall. Our first story is one of true inspiration. Get ready to hear that a lot. We take you to Nepal, where in recent events, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake ripped through, killing more than 7,300 people in the worst disaster to strike the Himalayan nation in more than 80 years. The most miraculous part of this all is one story of a 100-year-old farmer Phunchu Tamang, who survived 7 days, yes, a full week before he was medevaced to a relief center. He has survived 3 of the largest earthquakes in Nepal's history, always coming out unscathed.
Now, Dakota, that is just truly amazing.
Foxor.
Whatever. Moving on to the next story for you guys. This one comes from a very determined son who knew absolutely no limits and would not rest until his father's prized possession was returned. After being gone for nearly 34 years, Chris Jackson was in awe when he woke up to a police officer at his door at 3 a.m. claiming his 1971 Mach 1 Mustang Fastback, stolen from a DQ parking lot when he was a senior in high school, had been found in one piece. The car had been stored in a garage in nearly the entirety of its missingness time. Isn't that cool, Dakota?
You know, I don't know anything about cars, but if it has the word Mach in it, I bet it goes fast.
You know what a Mach is, right?
That's like...
Mach 1 is breaking the sound barrier. For every Mach you have that breaks the sound barrier, Ford claimed that it could break the sound barrier.
So wait, you're telling me that if this car, so if you have something that goes like Mach 2, right?
You're twice over the sound barrier.
All right, then I got a brain buster for you. If you're going Mach 2, can you hear yourself? So you don't hear anything. It's clear.
It is completely silent.
Then what do you do if, say, you're in a jet? Like a jet that goes Mach 2 or Mach 3. Like, that's a thing.
There are jets that can go Mach 4 and Mach 5.
Well, how do they can't hear anything, right?
They cannot hear anything now.
Then how do they know someone's following them?
They have instrument panels that make noise.
But you can't hear that.
Yeah, you can. You can hear sounds in the inside of the cockpit. You can't hear.
But how if you're going?
You can't hear your actual jet making noise. Does that make sense? You can't.
So you're sitting in pure
You
silence.
can't
and all
hear.
you
You can't. Exactly.
That would be. I don't like that.
I don't like the fact that in 1971 they claimed that a very boxy Mustang could beat the sound barrier.
I mean, I'm sure if it was rolling downhill.
It's not even rolling downhill.
What if it was rolling downhill?
A really big hill?
Yeah, and the wind was pushing it.
I don't even think so then. I think the suspension would give out before that.
All right, well, that's all we have for you on the inspirational form of this show from ENN. We will see you here next week. You're probably not even watching by this point, whatever. But yeah, we'll see you back in about a week, maybe 2, depending on if we get around to the show or not. My name's Grayson.
And my name's Folksless.
Folksless, that's the best you can come up with on the spot.
Dude, you said Grayson. That's
What
an
was yours?
actual name.
What was yours?
Grayos?
My name's Grayos.
Grayos. And I'm Foxor.
No, you're not. I'm Foxor.
You've been watching ENN. I apologize.
And now, this week's musical guest.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime.
And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sin kicked in my face, but I've come through.
And the list go on and on. We are the champions, my friends, and we will keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions.
We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all.
But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. And then you just go on.
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll
Keep on fighting.
Thank you.
Incorporation, created and written by Joshua McCall.
Come on, if we're gonna be characters in this segment, we gotta have names.
You know, I really can't think of a name for myself.
Names? I thought we were trying to figure out lunch.
We ate it without you.
Why?
Because you couldn't make up your mind.
Mind. What if we did a segment where we have people gaze into their minds? You know, really discover themselves.
I think that's called lobotomy.
No, shut up. We're already pushing the boundaries by the point is they're being pushed and we can't push them over the cliff.
Well, I was thinking we do research on internal observations on the mind by the people. Okay, it's been around for centuries now, and anyway, we take all these concepts and we combine them into something new and innovative.
What do we call it?
Internal affairs. Huh?
That's great. I read up the proposals and send it to Rudd.
You want to do a segment on lobotomies? No. And now, a word from our sponsor.
First off, I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. And I live in a van down by the river. In a van down by the river. In a van down by the river. 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 Here's you. Here's Matt. There's you. There.
Here we are, stuck by this
by the river.
You and
Hello, Elk Nation. This is Caitlin Ulmer, and you're watching the inScene. Today, I'd like to talk about inspiration. Burleson High School is absolutely oozing with inspirational stories, and today I'd like to highlight a few of those. Chandler Glenn. Chandler is a senior at Burleson High School and is on the swim team here. Swim has always been a stress reliever and a lot of fun for Chandler. He credits his mom for giving him the encouragement and support needed to be successful, and he has been very successful. He's headed to state competition and will be swimming for Texas A&M in the fall. Hunter Preston. Hunter's a sophomore here at BHS and the only female to stick through powerlifting this year, all while playing volleyball in a team club. She's also worked extensively with the BHS football team this year. Ben Landon. Ben is a junior at BHS this year. He placed first in district and second in state in the Skills USA internetworking competition. He also advanced in the Cisco Net Writers competition and will be competing in the national contest in April. And was the UIL Computer Applications Contest District champion and won first place in the Best of Texas competition and was named top 5A individual. Kelly Clarkson. Kelly is a BHS graduate and is the most successful artist to come from any of the singing competition TV shows such as American Idol and The Voice. Kelly is a multiple platinum artist who has won over 60 awards from the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and the Grammys, MTV, the People's Choice Awards, and others. Jonathan Cook and Kyle Burns. Jonathan and Kyle graduated from BHS in 2002 and became lead singer and drummer for the hit band Forever the Sickest Kids. Jonathan has since returned to Burleson and become one of the most successful real estate agents in Texas. Reagan James. Reagan attended BHS and is currently pursuing her musical career after being a finalist on the hit TV show The Voice. She regularly performs in and around Burleson. Stacy Sakura. Stacy graduated from BHS and went on to play volleyball for the Texas A&M and became known as one of the United States' greatest female volleyball players. She is widely regarded as the greatest ever to play the game at the position of libero. Kenneth Mann. Kenneth is a senior at BHS and was first inspired by his father at the age of 4 to go into sports and was pushed to do his very best at what he did. In high school, he went from just another teenager in his freshman year to a star player who dedicated himself to hard work and transforming his game and his physical abilities. Kenneth also dominated the court in basketball this year. By playing football at OU, he is achieving a long-term life goal that most would never have the chance to do. He is ready to take this next step in life and see where it takes him. And finally, our very own Josh McCall. A mere 2 years ago, Josh was a 90-pound weakling getting sand kicked in his face on the beach. Well, Josh is still 90 pounds, but today he's a media powerhouse. His award-winning segment, Deep Thoughts, has garnered adoring fans campus-wide and even helped con his way into the homecoming court. What an inspiration Josh is. Well, that's all for this week. I'm Kayla Ulmer, and thank you for being a part of the inScene.
Oh, I love you. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Deep Thoughts with Joshua McCall.
Hello, I'm Joshua McCall, and perhaps I think a little too deeply. Relationships often enter my mind. They are difficult experiences. It's hard being tied down to another person. Well, at least it's not as bad as being tied to this table, because let me tell you, not again. What are we gonna do?
Josh, we're gonna have to take that arm.
What?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Rudd and I, we'll tie up our hands and balance things out.
How about we just fade to black?
I can do that.
Yeah, it's a little dark in here, don't you think?
Oops, hang on.
I'm losing circulation to my wrist. Please hurry.
Now, see, Josh, I told you, everything would work out in the end.
Perhaps a simple crossfade would work.
Now, where was I? Right, relationships. More specifically, praying mantis relationships. They really need some work. It's bad when the female of the pair consumes the head of her mate. To mend this, I believe that marital counseling should be sought. I'm willing to fund the first session for the first 100 praying mantis couples to come forward, accepting their problems. Because everybody has them, except me. I'm perfect. Well, those are my thoughts on that.
Hello BHS, I'm Eric Guzman. Here's some elk info from last week. Burleson hosted the spring meet, which was a cool opportunity for some special students from the districts all around the area to get involved in some fun, sports, and physical activity. The BHS Jazz Band performed at the spring meet, and many of our very own students served as ambassadors to help guide the students around the spring meet. It's truly one of the great events we got to be a part of here at BHS. That evening, we also had the NHS induction ceremony. Congratulations to all of the new members. We have a little more testing going on next week. Here's what's coming up with remaining tests. May 11th is the athletics spring banquet for all of you athletics out there. If you're an avid, don't forget that May 18th is Avid Family Night. May 19th is the spring band concert. Make sure to check that out. Our band has done amazing work this year to gear up to this show. Well, that's all for now, folks. Tune in for next week for more. This is Eric Guzman, and you're watching inVision.
Ready?
Hold on, let me get control of myself.
Is it recording?
Hello, Elk Nation. This is
You're gonna make your father proud. You're gonna make your father proud.
Okay.
Oh my God! That scared me. Hello, Elk. I give up, Mr. Rod.
Josh, I hate you so very much. Don't ever hug me like that again.